In Caracas, Venezuela begins the Congress of the historic Bolivarian Bloc, an exercise of participative democracy led by Nicolás Maduro's government. The Congress comes after more than 90,000 assemblies in the communes and other people's power exercise spaces. 6,000 representatives of all the social forces and collective movements and political parties of the Bolivarian Revolution will attend this strategic meeting. Last Monday, during the preparation process of the Congress, the Venezuelan head of state, Nicolás Maduro, as the first objective of discussions, mentioned the plan of the 7 transformations, a government program with 7 lines of work for 2025 to 2030, based on the strategic thinking of Commander Hugo Chávez. And to go deep into all the details and relevance of this grand Congress of the historic Bolivarian Bloc, we contact our correspondent Gladys Quesada. Hi, Gladys.
Hi, Ale. Yes, precisely. We are here in La Carlota, which is serving as the main venue for this gathering of the patriotic pole and the bloc, which is these 5 generations and the 7 forces. Those are numbers that when you hear them, you think, well, I don't understand them. Okay, but I'm going to explain. The 5 generations are those who are conforming the ideological basis and, you know, the active generations of the revolution. That's to say, the foundations of the Bolivarian Revolution back in the independence struggles, also the Bolivar ideals, and today, nowadays, those are considered like the cornerstone of the Bolivarian Revolution alongside Hugo Chávez's legacy and the work of Nicolás Maduro Moros, alongside the younger generations, those who are 18 years old, 15 years old, who are named like the genial generation, which is meaning the cool generation, the great generation, and they are the, the inheritance of what is doing the government today and what is being done in, in favor of the future of Venezuela. Also, the 7 forces, those are the main social sectors that conform the revolution, and I have to say those are the indigenous, the native peoples, also the working class, the environmentalists, the non-heteronormative communities, and those are the social bonds, the social organizations that conform this. So if you get together the generations with the social sectors and the intersectional will of construct a new future for Venezuela and a socialist path for Venezuela, that's the result, or the outcome of that is what you can see today. This grand Congress that is gathering all the forces and all the generations to construct together a new future and to make a new Venezuela. So that's the premise of this Congress. Today was the first day of discussions, and the 6,000 delegates were gathered in 7 working tables, and those tables are corresponding with the 7 transformations that the President Nicolás Maduro Moros was defining in his government plan, as you were saying, when he was back on July 28th, just a presidential candidate, and now he's the elect chief of state here in Venezuela. As you know, this is one of the many ways that he has to implement his agenda for 2030, and this is one of the many ways to enhance the popular will and also the socialism and the construction of the new Venezuela.
Precisely, Ricardo Menéndez, the authority, as you mentioned, leading the 7 transformations plan, was one of the main speakers of this first day of debates. What were the main highlights of his speech, and how is the country progressing in terms of economy, public services and national sovereignty, as you mentioned?
Okay, Ale, we cannot speak about Ricardo Menéndez's remarks without speaking or without addressing the remarks of Delcy Rodriguez, which is the vice president of the country, and Jorge Rodriguez, the president of the National Assembly. Both of them are given the historical and social context of this Congress, and they were also, highlighting some concepts that for me were so interesting, like historical dignity. Okay, they were speaking about being the inheritance and leaving a legacy at the same time, and how this Congress and the construction of socialism in Venezuela is a way to give an end to capitalism and to give an end to old structures in the world, okay, old social ways, and birth, give a way for the new ways, for the new forms, for the new world, the multipolar world, okay? So those were the remarks by Delcy Rodriguez and also Jorge Rodriguez. Those are, main authorities here in Venezuela and main authorities in the construction of the socialist project. But also, as you were referring, Ricardo Menendez, which is one of the paramount figures of this Congress, he was explaining the need for, due proper planning, accurate location of the resources of the revolution, not to do, vain expenditures, not to do shallow expenses, but to allocate the resources where people are needing those resources. He was also directing one of the working tables, and that's the table number 5, regarding the political changes. He was saying something so interesting, that is that the economy has to go hand in hand with politics. You cannot speak about socialism in politics without changing the roots, the core, the basis of the economy, and to change the model towards socialism. And those are the means of production, the ways of reproduce the well-being and the welfare of the people. And I want to explain something also that he was saying, and he was stating that it is not possible to construct a revolution with corruption inside. It is not possible to construct a revolution with bureaucracy inside. So one of the main topics of his working table today and tomorrow, of course, will be how to alleviate the ways for people to communicate with the leaders, how to alleviate the economy in order to construct new models for making people more productive in terms of economy, and how to enhance these means in the hands of the people, and how to give way for the economy to be one with the policies of the state, and how the model is going to correspond with the socialist goal, the socialist future that Venezuela is envisioning.
Thank you, Gladys, for all the key information. We will be in contact with you.